Phylum 9, Hemichordata. Example, Bolanoglossus and Saccoglossus. Now let us discuss the characteristics of the phylum Hemichordata. Body of these animals is divided into three parts: proboscis, collar and trunk. Proboscis is the most active part of these organisms. They help them to burrow into the soft sand and mud. Notochord is present in the proboscis region only. Therefore, they are called hemichordates. These animals are also called as acorn worms because they are having a round shape with a blunt tip. These are marine animals, that is, living in the sea. They have one to many pharyngeal gill slits. Pharyngeal gill slits are the filter feeding organs that allow water in the mouth and out of the slits. These are unisexual, that is, male and female sexes are separate. Some may be hermaphrodites, that is, the male and the female reproductive systems are present in the same animal body. Now let us come to the last phylum, Chordata. These animals have supporting notochord in their body. Notochord is a flexible rod-like structure made of cartilage. Cartilage is an elastic tissue like rubber. All chordates are included in the same phylum. The phylum Chordata is classified into three subphyla. Phylum Chordata is classified into three subphyla. The first subphyla is Urochordata. In that we have Herdmania and Doliolium. We will now discuss the characteristics of Urochordata. These are marine animals, meaning they live in the sea. Their body is covered by a skin-like test or tunic. A tunic is a firm but flexible sac-like body. Larvae of these animals are freely swimming, and notochord is present in only tail region of larvae. Hence, they are called Urochordata. Larvae are active, immature form of an organism. Generally, these animals are hermaphrodites, meaning male and female reproductive systems are present in the same animals. Larvae metamorphose into adults after settling down at the bottom of the sea, where they get attached to the docks, rocks, or the underside of the boats. Number 2, subphylum Cephalochordata. Example, Amphioxus. Let us now discuss the characteristics of the subphylum Cephalochordata. These animals are small, fish-like marine animals. Notochord is present throughout the body length. Pharynx is very large and contains gill slits. Pharynx is a tube or cavity connecting the mouth and the nasal passage with the food pipe. These animals are unisexual, that is, male and female sexes are separate. Number 3, subphylum Vertebrata or Crenacea. Example, shark and lamprey. Let us now discuss the characteristics of the subphylum Vertebrata. In these animals, notochord is replaced by the vertebral column. As you know, notochord is a flexible rod-like structure made of cartilage. Cartilage is elastic, rubber-like. In embryonic stage, it facilitates the growth of nerves. As the embryo grows, the notochord develops and surrounds itself by the vertebral column. Vertebral column is made up of series of bones surrounding the nerve cord. It is superior to the nerve cord and protects the nerves which are running inside it. In these animals, head is well developed. Brain is protected by cranium. The top portion of the skull, which supports and protects the brain from mechanical injury, is the cranium. Endoskeleton is either cartilaginous or bony. Cartilaginous means elastic, rubber-like. Bony means made of bones. Some chordates are jawless. They are known as agnata. Example, we have lamprey. Whereas some are with jaws. They are known as Nagnostomata. Example, shark. Subphylum Vertebrata is divided into 6 classes. First class, Cyclostomata. Example, Myxine and Petromyzon. Let us now discuss the characteristics of the class Cyclostomata. These animals have jawless mouth provided with sucker. Jawless mouth means mouth without jaws. Suckers are organs which help the animal to cling to the surface. Their skin is soft and without any scales. Paired appendages, that is fins, are absent. Endoskeleton is cartilaginous. Endo meaning the skeleton is inside. It is soft, tough, and a flexible material. Most of these animals are ectoparasites, that is, they live on the outside of the host, meaning on the skin, and feed on the blood and tissue fluids. Class 2 is Pisces. Example, dogfish, stingray, and seahorse.